Thank you, Governor. Also, some notes about the Food Bank for the Heartland. There are 2 Feeding America food banks in the state of Nebraska, Omaha and Lincoln. Want to tell you about the 700 agencies that we serve all together across the state. We serve every county in the state of Nebraska. And about half of those distribution points are schools, which are now closed. So we've adapted mightily to a number of different situations and circumstances that we find ourselves in. During the pandemic, our network, Feeding America, has anticipated a 45% increase in food insecure people during the next 6 months. In the state of Nebraska, we have 223,000 food insecure people. If there's a 45% increase, that would mean 100,000 additional people who are struggling with hunger. If it's a 35% increase, which generally we trend lower than the coasts, that would be an additional 78,000 people that would need some food assistance in the next 6 months. We are seeing increases in both our rural communities and in our urban communities. There was a food distribution in Grand Island this past weekend executed by Food Bank for the Heartland that had over 1,000 cars show up. We've seen great spikes in our rural settings where we go out and pass out pre-packed bags, which is low contact, no contact. It protects our clients from infection and protects our staff from infection as well. One of our big challenges right now in food insecurity in the state of Nebraska is that resources are going down while the need is going up. The grocery stores where we pick up so much product, they're moving everything they have and then some. The food pipelines are starting to get a little bit awkward and kind of are choking up a little bit in terms of demand across the country. Food we order now may take 4 to 6 weeks to show up at our food bank. So we have great concerns, not only right now, but in the coming months. We are really concerned about how this summer may impact food insecurity in the state of Nebraska. The best way for folks to help is to go to one of our food bank websites, lincolnfoodbank.org. Food Bank for the Heartland is foodbankheartland.org, and make donations because we're going to be buying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of food in the next 60 to 90 days to try and keep up with this increased need. And that's also a place where folks can go to get information about where the food distributions are. Both food banks are doing a great job of posting daily where they will be distributing food on those days. It's rough right now, and we anticipate it's going to get rougher over the coming months. Governor Ricketts mentioned the SNAP benefits and how that's all increasing. We have 8 full-time SNAP outreach workers who are manning the phones in their homes. They served 300 people last week with applications and hundreds more in terms of answering questions about the food stamp benefits that are available through the federal and state governments. So all in all, a difficult challenge for low-income people. You all have seen the unemployment claims from the last 3 weeks. I think they numbered over 67,000 compared to 42,000 all of last year. And a lot of those folks are going to show up on the doorsteps of the food banks in Omaha and Lincoln. So thank you. A lot of crisis for a lot of families and a lot of working people who are former working people now. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott. Again, we appreciate the work that you're doing there to help the folks in our community.